Here are the answers to your warm-ups. So the first one is asking us to solve the equation, which basically means solve for x, because that's our variable. And since we have this written in the factored form, it's actually pretty easy to find what my solutions are. So the whole goal is to find a value for x that will make the entire answer 0. And one thing nice about the factored form is if I can make one of these parentheses equal 0, the entire answer has to be 0. Because if I have x plus 3 times 0, well, the answer would be 0. So how can I make this equal 0? Or if I take x plus 1 times 0, the answer is also 0. So to do that, I'm going to take one of these at a time and treat it like it was a linear equation. So I'm going to go 0 equals x plus 3 and just solve for x. So subtract 3 from both sides. And there you have it, negative 3. If I plug that in for x, I would get negative 3 plus 3 is 0. And then if I plug negative 3 in here, it doesn't even matter what that gives me, because 0 times anything is still 0. So negative 3 is one of the solutions. The other solution then is when I solve this half. So I go 0 equals x plus 1. Subtract 1 from both sides, and negative 1 is the other solution. So both of these numbers will make the entire equation equal 0. In the second half, I gave you an expanded form. So one thing I might want to do is actually factor it, because then it's going to be just like the first problem. So the factored form, thinking what two values multiply to get negative 8, and when you add them gives you 7. So let's try negative 1 times 8. If I multiply, I get negative 8. If I add them, I get 7. So that means x minus 1 and x plus 8 is my factored form. So just like I did up above, what value for x will make this first parenthesis equal 0? And it would be positive 1. And what value for x will make this parenthesis equal 0? And it would be negative 8. So those are both solutions that will make the entire answer equal 0. Number 2, complete the table from the quadratic equation. So this is simple substitution. So let's go y equals 3x squared plus 2x plus 1. Do a little table down here, just copying what I had in the problem. 0, 1, 2, and I just went up to 3. All right. So if x is 0, that's easy, because all of this just stays 0 then, plus 1. If x is 1, you do 1 squared is 1 times 3 is 3. 2 times 1 is 2, plus 1, and that will give me 6. If x is 2, 2 squared is 4, times 3 is 12. 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 will give me 17. If x is 3, you do 9 times 3 is 27, plus 6 plus 1 is going to be 34. And then if I look at the difference, this goes up by 5, this goes up by 11, this goes up by 17. First difference is not the same because it's not linear. Second difference, though, goes up by 6, which shows me that it is quadratic, which of course I knew right away anyway. And the last one, sketch a scatter plot with a strong negative linear association. So that means a bunch of dots that make sure they are going negative in a straight line, and strong means they're really close to that line. So maybe something like this. And then add a line of best fit. That just means actually draw a line that's a good kind of average of those points. So right there, maybe a little bit lower, would be the answer number 3.